Welcome everyone, I'm Tila Blue, and today we're gonna be playing Paralives. Yeah, so I've been waiting for this game for a long time, but let's jump straight into the game and try to make a family and maybe cause some chaos in the future. So let's go. Oh, a little note there. It's good that they noticed us. Gonna start with the town. So I realized while I was playing that when I was recording, my recording wasn't full, so it's kind of on the side. But I noticed, so in the next episode, I'm gonna see everything, gonna have the full picture. But now, yeah, I got a chance to know the game and use the controls. I was learning to use the controls on Roberto, and everything was so chilled. I was so excited. Like I was like, I want to start the game. Yeah. So I got an overview of everything, and I got to start my character. Even though he came as a man, I was like, I want to start with a woman. I want to start with a mother, and I'm gonna make it typical mom. Okay. So I was changing her body type, and it's nice that they have different body types because you can choose. And the nice thing is, even though the screen is cut, you could change. If you don't like the body presets, you can change them. You see somewhere I had an option to change some things that I didn't like from the body presets. I could have made this easy for myself by just starting with a guy, but I don't know why in my mind I was like, I want to start with a woman. Because the second power that I made was a woman, and I was like, oh my god. But anyway, I had fun with it. I checked everything. Oh, what does this do? And I like how they have very different body types. And as you can see, I really didn't know what I was doing. First, like, oh, what's this? What's this? So I was trying to take out other things like the tattoo. I didn't want the mom to have a tattoo. The birthmark on her left shoulder. And I was just like, okay, then me. Gonna try first to fix the body before I can go to the clothes. So I can say with the mom, I really took my time with her. Like I checked almost everything. And it's like, oh, I didn't know there were eyes like this. I didn't know there were things like this. So I really had fun with it. And I was like, okay, the eyebrows. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh. So I got a chance to change the eyebrows and the eyebrow presets. Yeah. So this game really had variety. That's what I like. Oh, put the shine to the eyes. Yeah, totally. I'm up for it. But at first I was so overwhelmed because there was so many things. I mean, I know I could have just made random and went with whatever they gave me, but because it was my first para, I wanted to go all out and make her into what I want, you know? So, different moms. And as I said, I was going for the typical mom, you know? Yeah. So, I just didn't want to choose one thing and be like, oh, this is it. I wanted to try other things and be like, oh, I like this one. Opportunity for the ears. Everything was so nice. I really loved it. So let's just enjoy me playing the game and trying everything out. Even though I didn't have a chance to try everything, but I tried most of the stuff. the hair. I really loved the hair. Like, there's so much variety, and I was so happy. Like, oh, these dreadlocks, this, you know, Afro hair, like horsey hair. I really loved it because the mom that I was gonna make is a typical African mom. So I was like, yeah, let's try this hair. This is the one that I want. But let's just see the other hairstyles, you know? And you can also change the color of the hair. So we can go realistically, or you can choose. You can go whichever hair color you want. But I guess every hair is realistic now because you can dye your hair into any color you want now. Yeah. So I loved the variety. To be honest, it was nice. It was fun. So yeah, let's continue with the game. So after I was done with the hair, I looked at the body and I was like, I wish I could add more, you know? The body types, I don't think they have what I'm really looking for. So let's change a little bit of the body. So let me show you guys. Even though the screen is half cut, but on the side, you can see there's sort of like some arrows there. I managed to like change her and make her into whatever I want. Because you see, I was like, I like it, but I wish it had more. Like, I want to add. So I turned around, was like, she's a bit flat. I want her to be a typical mom. So let's add more. You see, so by going on that side, I can change hair like that. And I could also increase in whichever parts that I wanted. So that's the nice thing. Like, you are not bound to the body pieces. You can change hair yourself, whatever you want. I gave her more hips, bust, and the booty. Yeah. So that's the nice part. You can make her into whatever you want. Yeah. If you can get creative, if you don't want to follow the body pieces, have fun with it and do whatever you like or whatever feels right to you. now comes the clothes. I really didn't have fun with the clothes because there's not much variety. But I just chose what was there. But I think maybe they smart. Maybe I don't know. I didn't do my research on that part because I was just gonna start playing the game with whatever is there. For my mom, I can't really expect my mom, but yeah, she didn't really have that much options, and I was like, oh, that red shirt is way too revealing for a mom. She's gonna be like, nah, no, typical African mom. So I was just looking at the clothes. So yeah, the clothes that come with the game, they didn't really, what do I say, they didn't really intrigue me. Yeah, they were not fun to play with. But I guess because the game is still in development, like the creator said, so it's understandable. So we're just gonna have to work with whatever we have. So that's what I did. I played with what I had. So let's see what I gave my mom. Let's see what I gave my para to wear. Isn't it funny how I said that shirt was revealing and then I go on and give her a dress with straps? Spaghetti straps? Yeah. But I just found that this outfit looked very good on her. So I tried other dresses, as you can see, but I was like, nah, it's too short. Nah, it's giving teenager, something like that. But this one, I really like it. So let's try to change the color. And I was like, wow, yellow really looks good on her with her skin color. So I ended up choosing yellow. In advance, ended up choosing yellow. Just so you know. Yeah, so that's what I went with. And I didn't try other things, but I think I'm gonna make a para. I'm gonna make a video where I'm gonna make a para and we're gonna try every bit of clothing. Yeah, so stay tuned. Guys, subscribe so that you can see that video. Yeah, so let's continue. Who'd have thought that a game would give you an opportunity to change her undergarments, like her bra and her underwear? Like, that was so fun. That's like, oh, I think take this chance and give her a change up. I was like, oh my god, it looks really nice. I'm not gonna say anything about the typical African mom because the question is gonna be, oh, so you're still a typical African mom's handle or something like that. Yeah, but we got a chance to choose the physique. I was like, oh, she's gonna be into a very at first I gave her one and it says like, oh, there's 4 points left. Charisma, top. Physique, I'm gonna add more to the physique, you know, because she likes staying healthy and all that stuff. So I gave her 2 points for the physique. And her vibe was like, oh, she's gonna be an serious, you know, serious mom, serious. Can I be serious? if the social pack, she's gonna be good at taking care of others. I'm telling you guys things in advance because I was thinking in my mind. That's why I was taking a little bit of time. And talent, even though you can't see, but there's cooking. I chose cooking. So, yeah, food. Yeah. And sleeping habits, I was like, oh, she's gonna be an early bird. She's gonna wake up in the morning and clean everything and cook everything before everyone gets up. And she's gonna be like, why didn't you guys wake up early to help me out? Yeah, typical African mom. The cleaning habit, she's gonna be neat. She's gonna let everything clean. So I've got a chance, as you can see, there's Bobby there. I was trying to name her. Oh, the name was already Bobby, but I was thinking of a name for her. So I gave her Marjorie, and I was like, what about her last name? Her last name, let's just give her Malamde. Yeah. Very out of this world kind of name. I mean, it's not been out of this world, but if you search up what's Malamde, it's kind of this things that come from the bubble tree. But anyway, I don't want to get into the history of that, but yeah, she's Magic Malambe. So now let's continue the game and wait until I make her husband or something like that. Yeah. Remember what I said about I should have just gone with whatever they gave me at first, because now they gave me a woman. Now I'm gonna have to change her to be a man. Yeah, so I increased her height. As you can see, she was short. I gave him a body. Yeah, so I tried to take out everything. So I just made things hard for myself. I should have just gone with whatever they gave me. But I don't know where I want us to start with a woman. Yeah, so now I was gonna make her husband. And let's see. Anyway, about the husband, it's like, oh, there's beards and there's different types of chins. So yeah, I learned a lot in that part about different chins and how the beard changes the person's whole face. I mean, I knew, but I really wasn't much into that. But this game has really taught me a lot. So yeah, let's continue with the game and see what I did for my dad, or for my para dad, yes, para mom and para dad. Just gonna call them like that. Oh, they have names. For Marjorie, a para woman, and for para dad, you can find out the name. So continue watching the video to know the name. Yeah. So guys, for Marjorie, I didn't play around with the settings for the eyes to change the eye color. But for Paradad, I got that chance and I was like, oh, I really like it. So I'm gonna go with the green eyes. And you guys, you will notice a theme or something of a Paradad that I did. I made him into a green guy. I made him to make green guy. Anyway, you understand why you continue watching the video. But just remember, I made him into a green guy. eyes. So there's like scars you can put on your para. If you want your para to look like a tough guy, to be like, oh, he's a tough man, he's a tough girl, she has seen it all, he's seen it all, he's been fights. Yeah. But I was like, I'm just gonna give my para a little bit of scar there. And about the hair, I was like, what kind of dad am I going for? Oh no, I really like that. Let me see. But nah, I was like, I'm gonna give him the older guy kinda style. Yeah. But guys, one thing here, I really didn't turn him around. So I didn't notice that there's gonna be some hair that's gonna be missing from the back. But I think that's okay, because I was going for the older get kind of vibe. Like here. Looks scary, but it's really fun guy. Yeah. So it's my plan giving it a head. And remember what I said about attending greed? Yeah. Just keep that in mind. The clothes for the dad, have a dad, I think like there's much more options than for the mom. I think most of the clothes are just for different kind of age groups. But to be honest, I really like the clothes because you also have you can change the colors. They're not just only that colors. Yeah. For the dad, I was like, okay, let me turn him into it. Just cool dad, Dad, cool dad. Yeah. But I noticed that I was talking about turning him green, but I think that was his white clothes that I made into green. Yeah. So I just really think green suits him. But I made him wear black clothes. But it's okay. So let's continue with the game. Like I said, I really like the part where you can change your person to be whatever you want. Like, I'm gonna make him flat. Let's take out that part. I wanna make him buffier. So as you can see, I increase his shoulders, his legs, just to make him look like somebody who carries weight or used to. So I really like that part because you can adjust the body presets. Yeah. So now we go to the personality, and I added physique to the top, mind to the top, creativity just 1 point, charisma just 1 point, and the vibe I was like, oh, it's gonna be energetic. Oh, energetic dad, and it's gonna be good at cooperating, because his wife is very serious, so she's gonna have to be cooperative. And I choose technology for him. And sleeping habits, I was like, it's gonna be a night owl because he'd be up all day doing programming. Chilling habit is just gonna be normal. Yeah. And then
Kine. Mучити бу.
changing the voice.
Puka.
So you can change how you want your power to sound. Yeah. Even there's no showing the screen. I'm so sorry, guys. Again. Yeah, but I changed his name and he became Malambe, the surname, his last name. And for his name, guess what I went for? James. So my power's name is James. Yeah. So now we're gonna create their kid. Yeah. So I just accepted whatever kid they gave me because it's like they must have matched, So we're gonna just jump straight into personality because I didn't have time to make clothes. But like I said, I'm gonna make a separate video and try every clothes, even for the child. So I just choose. They had like 2 points. The child has 2 points because they're still small. They're still a child. Yeah. So I was like, let me just choose I and creative. Let me just choose technology like data, like Jace. Yeah. It's like, no, I think this so far is okay. Yeah. I'll change next time. So let's finish the game and enter into town. Maybe it doesn't show, but I named the kid John. So just like that, J. So yeah. And then there they were. They say Paris emotions showing me like I can click different things that they want to do. But I think the next video will go more into that, like how we can make them do different things like eat, go here, cook, or something like that. So yeah. And I had a chance to go into town. Oh, before I went to town, I had a chance to know the different place. No. They introduced me to 3 storytellers. Yes, the storytellers. So I had a chance to choose the storytellers. So after I chose the storytellers, I went into town. Yeah. So the next episode is gonna be me buying a house. Introducing the house to the Paris. Yeah, so this is the different storytellers. So I went with I went with this one. I forgot the name now because the names are on the screen. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned for the next episode. And yeah. Subscribe and see you next time.